Hello, everyone. This is New Bedford's resident CHP, Crazy Half Portuguese, Mr. Eric Lima over here. You are watching the 23rd episode from my pilot mini-series and bridging the gap between during the holiday season between EML-77 TV, which I completed a couple of weeks ago with 1,000 episodes. And so I decided, well, I want to do the rest of this for the year, like a pilot mini-series until the new year hits, where you're going to have my new season of my YouTube saga. It will be known as WEML-TV Channel 77, the station identification of yours truly. This is the Bridge Up, episode 23. What's going on, everybody? And I'm really excited about this. I got some new things. Check out this new chair I got. See? New chair. Yeah. Kind of not brand new, but it's decent enough for me to sit down and just sit straight up and just look more presentable. And look what I did today. All day I've worked on this project. Yep. Put PlayStation games in the DVD book controllers and book protectors. Excuse me. And filled it up with cartridges and books and whatnot and everything else. WrestleMania DVDs on the other side. I'm really excited about this. Very, very proud and just, very accomplished. Oh, by the way, the tree will go up tomorrow. And that's when I'm going to put the tree right in that little vacant spot there. And you will see the lighting of the EML, the Bridge Up Christmas tree, I like to call it now. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. It is 11:13 p.m. SmackDown was over an hour ago. 205 Live was a little bit over less than an hour ago. And I just took a shower. If you excuse my appearance, I just shaved. So I got a little cut here and there, but that's part of life, right? I think a lot of people, they make fun of my appearance, but you know what? To me, it's part of life. My appearance is part of life. If you can't accept it, just go on. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it before we continue on. As you know, I got another episode of the War Games Picks and Predictions. That will be coming soon. All right, now throughout the show on SmackDown, they did a Pat Patterson tribute, of course, and they had a Pat Patterson tribute match. I'll get into that. Pat Patterson was not only the first Intercontinental Champion, but also he's the father who he created the Royal Rumble concept, and he made an impact on a lot of careers. He had a lot of great moments with Gerald Briscoe as they were part of the Stooges, which I think was hilarious, and he was. I thought they were hilarious as a team. Remember when they won against the Posse and Pat Patterson took off his shirt, and then I think Jerry King Lawler says, "Here comes Patterson's puppies" or something like that. and Jim Ross says, "He's single, fellas." I'll never forget that. I knew Pat Patterson was gay. It's like, I was like, JR just outed him right there and then. It was so funny. It was, it was like, sorry, he's single, fellas. I was laughing. And he's doing the flexing muscles. Look at Patterson. We see Patterson's puppies. King is funny. Anyways, yeah, those two provided great entertainment, and we're going to miss Pat Patterson. I really do, because he's a legend, a Hall of Famer, and he made a lot of impact in the superstars' careers back and from, I don't know, it's, I'm sure him and Dusty are doing some bookings right now with some of the wrestlers up in heaven. And Dusty goes, "Can we get Yokozuna and Crush team up if you will?" I can see... I could see a lot of craziness happening up in heaven right now. If they had if heaven had a wrestling section, I mean, look at all the superstars that are, it's gonna be long. Either they're sitting around telling stories and looking down, the kids don't know, or they're just gonna have some fun and book. I mean, the Lord says, "I want to see you guys wrestle," so that'll be something to behold. And So that was going out that night, and all the SmackDown superstars lined up on the stage there, and to pay their tribute with the 10-bell salute, which I think was really cool. Caleb Braxton kicked off by interviewing Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns was pretty mean to Caleb Braxton. I mean, for a guy who was such a gentleman, who was very gentlemanly, and then all of a sudden he returns. Ever since he came back and aligned himself with Paul Heyman, he became such a jerk. I don't know what the problem is with Roman. He's got issues. I know fans don't like him as much, but they really poor Caleb Braxton. She don't have to put up with that. Caleb Braxton's too beautiful to put up with crap from Roman Reigns. Come on now. Roman Reigns accused her of asking stupid questions. She's there. She's paid for it. And then Kevin Owens about had enough of all that, interrupted Heyman and issues a challenge to Roman Reigns for the title in a TLC match at TLC. Roman Reigns accepts, so that's another matchup now. The Universal Championship is on the line in a TLC match. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Another match has been added to TLC. The women's tag team titles on the line. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler against the very interesting, unique duo of the Raw Women's Champion Asuka and Lana. So that's going to be a very interesting matchup. That's on the Raw side of things. And then Jimmy Uso starts running his mouth about it, and then Ray Uso got to talk, and then had to talk about that. And he says there's consequences for your actions. And then in the Bayley Natalya match, Bianca Belair was joining commentary, and then all of a sudden, it was a high-spirited matchup, a great matchup. Natalya did pick up the win after Bayley was distracted by Bianca Belair. With the sharpshooters of Natalya, yay Natty, picked up the victory over Bayley. So that's going to be Bayley and Bianca Belair is going to be very interesting. They did a second Pat Patterson tweet tributes. They did that, and they did one more for before the main event. A lot of tweets come out of wrestling superstars that knew him very well, and it was really sad that Pat Patterson is missed. They did a Pat Patterson tribute match where 6 men have held or still hold the Intercontinental Championship. Former Intercontinental Champions Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio, and Big E to team up against Ziggler, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the current champion, Sami Zayn. And it was a great matchup, back and forth. Sami Zayn trying to cheat his way into winning the title and everything else. Not cheat his way in winning the matchup. Didn't work. Daniel Bryan did not fall for it, but in the end, they tried to do the label lock. Didn't work. Kick outs left and right, and then Daniel Bryan scooped on with a small package, picked up the victory over Sami Zayn and his team. He pinned Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan should have a shot at the Intercontinental title. And then post-match activities, and Ziggler pleads his case, gets none, gets beat up, and then at the end, Big E gives his former boss the big ending. And Big E's back with the powder and the clapping, and but still has that New Day swagger in him. Combine both, a hybrid of both, I think Big E's going to be a huge superstar to date. Caleb Braxton did interview Kevin Owens. Kalisto accidentally interrupts him, and because Kevin Owens says, Roman Reigns has been a jerk to everybody. And then he goes, oh, nice hat, nice fedora. Fedora, that's your hat. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, thank you. So he wore a cool hat. He didn't mean to interrupt. And Owens did not attack him, which I was very surprised. Otis talks to KO about their match tonight. And we're doing it out there, right? More tribute tweets to Pat Patterson. Carmella and Sasha Banks have a war of words. So Sasha Banks decided, well, I've had enough. We're settling this at TLC. It'll be Sasha Banks and Carmella, another matchup. The SmackDown Women's title on the line. Sasha Banks defending the title against Carmella at TLC. A battle of Massachusetts natives. So Carmella's a former Mass native, as is Sasha Banks. But Carmella's moved to Staten Island and all that, so it's going to be something else in between. Buddy Murphy goes one-on-one with King Corbin. Buddy Murphy brought the Rey Mysterio, Dominic, and Aaliyah Mysterio, but King Corbin came up with 2 individuals that weren't familiar, and I'm looking at them, and everybody's saying that it's Blake and Cutler, the Forgotten Sons. Corey Graves did confirm that those 2 gentlemen that accompanied Corbin to the ring are formerly known as the Forgotten Sons, Blake and Cutler, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler. And interesting too, because Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy had some. Blake and Murphy had some history as former NXT Tag Team Champions, so that's going to be something. But Corbin did pick up the victory after the former Forgotten Sons decided to beat up the Mysterio family, distracting Murphy in the process. So this is going to be very interesting, to say the least, now that Corbin's got the former Forgotten Sons as his loyal knights, wolf knights? I don't know. Well, I don't know what you want to call them now. But one thing's for sure, Blake and Cutler can really make a change in the tag team division. Street Profits cut a promo about being tag team champions and whatnot. Then Rude and Cesaro interrupt the Street Profits, saying, "Hey, we have a right for those belts," and they were talking trash about it. And then the main event, Otis and Kevin Owens went up against Reigns and Uso, which was a knockdown, drag-out fight. It was to the point, but Otis got hurt and was taken out, so KO went alone, and then towards the end, Reigns snapped, got him and Uso disqualified in the matchup, and then Roman Reigns did attack Jey Uso for with those consequences, and Kevin Owens post-match. I say TLC is going to be very interesting with those two, and I would not be surprised if Kevin Owens gets a retaliation next Friday night on SmackDown. Let's go to 205 Live. Two great matches are on the card. Bollywood Boys, the OGs of 205 Live, took on Everrise, and it was a high-spirited matchup until the Bollywood Boys made a mistake. Accidental elbow from the ropes hits his own, Sunil hits his own partner Samir, and Chase Parker and Matt Martel took advantage of that situation, hit him both with the French connections, they call it, where they flapjack on the turnbuckle, and then they pick up the victory. Everrise rules. You know, with this newfound aggression by Everrise, attacking both the Grizzled Young Veterans and the Imperium and beating the Bollywood Boys, I say this, they're in line for a tag team title shot. Let's get Everrise for NXT Tag Team Champion. I like Everrise. Hashtag Everrise rules. They're the next tag team champions. That is my prediction. They will get the belts one day, and Lorcan and Birch won't have them for long. Arya Daivari and Kurt Stallion, the number one contender, went one-on-one. You know, Kurt Stallion was not 100% after being attacked by Legado del Fantasma. You know, and Santos Escobar must be worried. And Santos Escobar's got to look at the in the back is you got a whole list of contenders. Isaiah Swerve Scott, we have not seen in action a whole lot. We should be seeing action soon. I know he's got his own podcast, so Swerve City. So it'll be very interesting to see what Isaiah Swerve Scott can do. And if Kurt Stallion becomes a champion, is Isaiah Swerve Scott maybe focusing on the Cruiserweight title? We won't know for sure. The Cruiserweight division is stacked right now. You got Jordan Devlin over in NXT UK. He's issued an open challenge next week. It'll be very interesting to see how this develops. But anyways, it was a great matchup overall. Kurt Stallion did pick up the victory in a high-spirited contest, to say the least. I'm really excited about this matchup. It's going to be something to behold. So that's it. That's all that the time that I have on the SmackDown 205 Live recap for December the 4th, 2020. I am Eric Lima. This is the bridge up. I will see you in the next episode. Peace. God bless. Have a great night, guys.